Yo, what's Gucci with a YouTube Veterans Military? Back again with another banger. Today, we're really talking about a new method to claim sleep apnea secondary to PTSD. Hey, y'all like this type of content? As always, like, share, subscribe. Hit that like button. Doesn't cost you nothing to help this video spread like wildfire. And comment down below your personal opinion and experience on this topic. Let's jump into it. First, majority of veterans that try to claim sleep apnea secondary to service-connected PTSD, the main factor is weight gain. Weight gain contributes towards the extra fat and layer around your neck and all that stuff, you know, all that scientific stuff that causes your tongue to be weak, which causes symptomology and diagnosis for sleep apnea. However, this veteran was able to get sleep apnea secondary to PTSD due to issues related to his Persian Gulf exposures while on active duty in the Navy, as well as subsequent development from his PTSD. The veteran's symptoms are chronic, and they have been chronic throughout the VA medical records. I'm sure in his active duty military, he did have a lot of complaints of insomnia as well. They cited medical literature in that insomnia and sleep apnea are often comorbid in a bi-directional manner. What does that mean? A person can experience symptomology related to both. And what helps this veteran a lot, it's stated throughout his entire VA medical record. It shows symptoms related to sleep difficulties, daytime hypersomnolence, which is pretty much daytime sleepiness. The veteran reports that he is tired all of the time and has persistent daytime hypersomnia. You know, I just stated that. Headaches, fatigue, decreased concentration, irritability, interrupted sleep patterns, and has a need for rest breaks. And a further test outside of just a sleep study or an insomnia inventory being taken, the veteran did sit for a polysonogram back in 2017, which contributed towards the diagnosis of his issues with mild sleep apnea. Mixed with his symptomology with PTSD, this was a strong enough medical case for the VA to take into consideration the veteran's issues related to how his service and PTSD has contributed towards his sleep apnea. Now, the veteran, he's been in appeals for quite some time. There were two other medical opinions taken from, I'm sure, VA medical providers, examiners. Now, I think their main reasoning to deny this claim, or at least bet against it the first time, was even though he had a mild diagnosis of obstructive sleep apnea, that VA examiner saw that, hey, this veteran has not been utilizing their CPAP machine. So they opinion, I'm sure that's really what swayed their opinion, because, and regardless of whether the veteran utilizes that CPAP machine or not, it doesn't take away from the fact that they have sleep apnea diagnosed. And if it's being caused by an already service-connected disability or something else, it needs to be addressed. It shouldn't just be negatively opinion against just because the veteran is not using the CPAP machine. Those veterans who are service-connected or just have a diagnosis of sleep apnea and you require a CPAP machine, use the machine. It doesn't cost you anything to utilize that machine to, help maintain your life throughout a long period of time. And but yeah, so with that being said, veterans could definitely get service connected for sleep apnea now under this new, it's not a new method, but it is something new. I've never seen the VA service connect a veteran. Only thing I've seen veterans utilize is the excessive weight gain being, an issue or a direct result of the medication or symptomology, depending on, whichever one a veteran is experiencing a little bit more. But, this is a new method. It's definitely a new method. And if it applies to you, it could be a route that you could take. But you definitely got to be articulate, and your medical evidence needs to be very detailed. This veteran's medical evidence was good. It was detailed. It started in service, and he continued making complaints, getting it documented through his VA medical provider and his VA team, whatever the case may be. He maintained that evidence. And I'm sure he provided the VA with a nice, articulate, well-written personal statement that, you know, X, Y, and Z. Pretty much tells the story and lays the foundation and everything like that. And yeah, hey, you know, that's pretty much it. So if it applies to you, by all means, utilize this method. Evaluate your medical evidence from your service. You know, it's definitely a new and unique method that I've seen in a couple of years now. A couple of years. A lot of primary thing that veterans utilize as the primary stressor is weight gain. Second is going to be respiratory issues, such as allergic rhinitis, chronic sinusitis being the primaries to secondary and sleep, to, you know, the primary disability service connected already that you're going to tack on sleep apnea. But as always, y'all like this type of content, hit the like button. Don't cost you nothing. Help promote this video. Get this information out there to some of those veterans who have been trying to get sleep apnea service connected. And it's definitely, if you haven't gotten it and you're trying to work on getting sleep apnea service connected, do it now. Do it now prior to any changes being taken effect. You know, because next up is going to be sleep apnea VA disability changes, as well as for mental health. Hey, as always, like, share, subscribe, comment down below. It's motherfucking D-Bo out.